So welcome, good people of the internet, to another TaSTA Rituals, this ongoing series that we've done one previous one of, regular series. So in this, what we try to do is have, well, being respectful, trying to have a kind of as much as you can with a public ritual, to have a bit of fun with it too, and not take it overly seriously, but not to be dismissive of it and not to make fun of it. That's not the intention. In this ritual, we're going to call up Metatron and ask him some questions. We have a TaSTA where we talk about the Book of Enoch and about Metatron and stuff. If you want to check it out, the links will be in the show description if you want a bit of history on him. But he's essentially the highest angel, scribe of God, record keeper, head honcho.
Yeah, I have something here from this Angel Tarot book.
Okay.
He says, the Archangel Metatron teaches, guides and records events in the Book of Life. He rules over the order of the Seraphim, which are like the head honchos. Like they're way higher than the Archangels.
Oh, right, okay.
That's mad, isn't it? That like apparently like the angels and the Archangels come down here and grace us with their presence every now and again, but like the higher ones, the cherubs and the Sephirim and all those.
Cherubs are the baby
Do you
ones.
want the names? See, the Sephirim, they're the highest. Cherubim. Then you have the thrones, dominions, virtues, powers, principalities. Like, what? Who are all these cool dudes? What do they do? How come they don't come down and say hello?
Well, possibly can't. It's like, why don't we go into an ant colony? We'd wreck it. There'd be no ant colony left.
Yeah, humans are awful. There's videos on the internet of guys who get like tons and tons of aluminium cans and, you know, melt them down and then pour them into anthills and then they sell it as sculptures. Yeah. And they're really expensive. You're talking thousands and thousands of euros and dollars to buy these. I don't know, solid death sculptures. I have another question. I'll write this down while you.
Okay. So Metatron, you might be aware of him as played by Alan Rickman, the late Alan Rickman in Dogma, or he's in Supernatural. He's in a couple other things, but he's not an official thing, Archangel. He's not from the Christian point of view, because he's kind of only mentioned in non-colonial. Oh, interesting slip there, Tommy. Non-canonical Bible. He's not part of the actual real thing, the officially put together Bible, but he's part of more of the kind of more not Gnostic text, just the kind of non-canonical text. So we have started already. Myself and Spud have done a banishing. We have cleared the area in our separate areas, and what we're going to do is we're going to do an invocation of Metatron, using it kind of without it going on for too long. We're going to use hold on, I can't find where mine was now. Where am I starting at? What's your bit? We really should have prepared better, but this is us. I called further.
But this is from, I know what this is from. This is from, there's a couple of rabbis who wrote quite a lot about Metatron, because he comes up a lot of it in the Kabbalah and the Tree of Life.
Okay.
And thanks to their kind of visions on him, he was put into it, I suppose, or else was in it, and then these visions kind of cemented or whatever. But this ritual is from one of those rabbis, I think from the second one, who had his visions of him. I think he's the one. It's a mad one, actually. He had this vision that he was up in heaven and saw Metatron being whipped 40 times or 72 times or something like that, because of some small indiscretion he had. And it's kind of like it's like this tactic Jose Mourinho has in football. But he does. He goes into a football club, and he gets like the meekest, weakest of the squad and just berates them in front of everyone and just gives them tons of abuse and is horrible to them. So then like the rest of the guys are like, Jesus, if he does that to the nice guy, imagine what he's going to be like to us.
All right.
You know.
So God basically, he's a giant prick.
God bit the shit out of Metatron one time just to kind of flex his muscles and say, well, this is what I do to my favourite one. So get in line, the rest of you.
Right. Nice.
You know? This is according to this rabbi. I can't find his name here now, but this is where it comes from anyway. You know.
Okay, so I've the last paragraph. Is it before final release, and you have the one previous to that? Is that what we're doing?
So I start with I call thee, yeah?
Yeah. By the five
Full
names,
one, I call.
the 5 selected names to which only one is spared. That one is that.
Where are you starting then? I further? That's where you're starting?
I further call these with the names of pleasant and beloved ones. That's what I'll
Alright.
start.
Jeez, oh my god, look at my one. Oh, this is going to be hard. If anyone wants to see this, it's on script.
Mine has ass moist in it, so I mean it can't be. It starts. See my ass moist. So. It'll be fun.
Be nice now. Be nice.
Yeah.
Metatron's meant to be nice,
Yeah,
and he wants to help. But right then, so let's get weird.
Okay.
I call thee by the 5 selected names to which only one is superior, and this is their form. I'm sorry, I'm going to make a complete mess of this.
Well, do it. No, yeah, do it as.
Snig Osnit, Riet, Eha, T, Sim, Hum, Yi, Alya, Burg, Seme, Hal, Ala, Psa, Rish, San, Vala, An, Agsig, Pipri, Viv, Via, Al, Via. I conjure thee by these 5 names which correspond to the 5 names of God, whose letters are written on burning fire, and they circle around the throne of glory, one ascending and the other descending, so that the angels of the presence should not behold them. And this is their equivalent and form and glory. Altlit, Gnes, Him, Ha, Hab, Quarmines, Quarur, Via, Va, Hib, Alswig, Ye, Ve, Tmengve, Ye, Regwe, Ve, Gay, Ve, Chab, Aknump, She, De, Squit, Yibt, Yib. Okay, wow. I conjure thee by these as thou knowest their praise and greatness, which no mouth can utter and no ear can hear, no, not even one of them. Thou hast been commanded and ordered by the Most High, as soon as thou hearest anyone conjuring thee with these names, to do honour to my name, and to descend quickly and fulfill the wish of the men who makes these hear them. But if thou tarriest, I will push thee into the fiery river Rigion, and place another in thy stead. Do it together for his name, and come quickly to me. Spud and Tommy, son of... what's your dad's name?
Tommy
and Paddy. That's mad. Our Pad. That's funny. Not in terror and not in fear, not with fiery coals, not with hailstone, and not with the sleet and treasures of snow, and not with the howling of the storm, and not with the provinces of the whirlwind that usually accompany thee and do my bidding and fulfill my desire. For everything is in thy hand by the permission of thy God, the Master over all and thy Lord. And with his names I conjure thee to attest thyself quickly to me. Come and fulfill my wish, and do not tarry.
Fair play. I further call thee with the greatest dividing names, pleasant and beloved one, which is the same as that of thy master, save one letter, with which he created and formed everything, and which he placed as a seal upon all the work of his hand. And this is its equivalent. As moist mig bisip macuk mick hagasi peace samgasi quorinus, and in the other language of purity is read so: Iwa ya ihia hia iwa he iwa he waya he iwa ya he ya hiba. I conjure thee with the right hand of sanctity and with his beloved name, in whose honour everything has been created, and all are terror-struck by his mighty arm, and all sons of the eternal hevel, servants tremble and shake of his fear, which is as mis quigim asm baz badmism tim tai at sima kima mig queer klasim mahan hamab simran. The equivalent names of Yawa is Hai Yiwa he Yawa Hawa ye hawa ye haya. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom forever and ever, and all praise and extol thy name, for they love thee. I conjure thee and decree upon thee firmly not to disobey my words, not to alter my decree and my decision, with which I conjure thee and decree upon thee and establish in peace in the name Iwa, Hai, Ah, Hi, Ha, Kiba, Hab, Kia, Aha, Baha, Ya, Hi, Ha, Ah, Hi, Ye. Blessed is the name of his glorious kingdom forever and ever. Depart in peace, and do not frighten me in the hour of thy departure. In the name of Yahweh, 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 I hear, Lord, most high and holy. In the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel's battalions. In the name of the holy living creatures, and the name of the wheels of the chariot, and the name of the river of fire, Zin and his ministers, and the name of Zin, Zabat, Al Zida, Ada, As, Akraya, Yai, Ada, Sia, Yahweh, Yeh, who reveals himself on Mount Sinai in the glory of his majesty. Say that 3 times fast.
That was a hard one.
Yeah. Okay, so hello Metatron, I hope you're with us.
Hello, Metatron.
We're very welcome, and I hope you don't mind us annoying you. We just want to ask you a few questions. If you would like to answer us, fair enough. If you don't, fair enough. But we come in peace and gratitude and respect. And we're not taking this lightly, although we have a humour to us. It's not meant to be as disrespectful, so please understand that. So, questions, bud.
Yeah, so I've written a couple of questions here, and I think we'll do a mix of 40 servant divinations, some bibliomancy as well, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully Metatron is here, and we'll answer our questions. We don't necessarily have requests for him to do something for us, but more him being the record keeper. Maybe his he will have some knowledge on the questions.
Okay, so more advice than asking him to give us something.
Sure.
Okay.
Right then. So, first question then is, what has humanity gotten correct over this period of pandemic?
Okay, so what do you feel, deck or bibliomancy? My bibliomancy of choice is the usual Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, or the Stern, and
I'll go with a card.
Okay, so what if
if you want, whatever. What has humanity gotten correct over the pandemic? Please, Metatron.
The witch.
Which?
So it would be the kind of notion that there's more going on than just that we think, that there's a weirdness to it as well, that there's a magic in the air, that rather than just this kind of feeling that there's something bigger happening as well, rather than just the very physical thing that's happening, the pandemic, whatever, but there's a kind of not necessarily an evolution, but there's a bigger, wider spiritual thing going on. Not to say that it's a spiritual caused by spirit or anything like that, but that there's within this, there's the opportunity of growth, that kind of thing, but that humanity seems to have got that there's less and less, there's a move towards, well, this obviously isn't working, so we're this look for something else, for the weird, the woo, the spirituality, that kind of thing. That's what I would get from it.
Right. So a follow-up question into that would be, so what do we need to be mindful of to be on the right track?
Okay. The fortunate, gratitude, and taking things as even just always look at not always look on the bright side, but there's a lot to be thankful for, and that we kind of, I suppose, we've been a bit feeling that we're a bit spoilt and that we deserve these things, but where we're not actually grateful for things, we take an awful lot for granted. That's it. We take things for granted, and not to take things for granted. That it's everything could be gone in a minute, and that that when we're in a kind of a place that we feel that, I suppose, entitled or whatever, that we kind of lose that kind of touch with a sacredness of or how wonderful things are, because we just think it's normal. And then when something is taken away, we go, well, this, look how quick all of this can be taken away. There's this call for more gratitude and for being the simple things, and for be happy around family and happy around what you're doing and all that. And if you're not, work towards it, I suppose. That's me, it's me, not the card.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right.
Okay.
So it's mostly positive.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. Right. This is something I've wanted to know for a long time from anyone who knows anything. So angels, demons, ghosts, the paranormal. Is it all just a different manifestation of the same thing according to the witness?
Okay, we'll do a bibliomancy for this. So essentially, what I meant to say while we're doing it, I have my Metatron thing on as well. That's part of the good thing if what's this now? Oh, someone sent me a thing. It says the piece of paper, and it would be mad if it was Metatron. All his answers was written. Okay. So ask the question again.
Do you want me to ask it again?
Yeah.
So, Metatron, angels, demons, ghosts, the paranormal, is it all just different manifestations of the same thing according to the witness? Or depending on the witness, I suppose.
Goal seizes the player violently. I have influence. The player does not resist. There's kind of a suggestion there that you're it's the wrong question. You're getting it completely wrong. You know that that you have the influence over this question, and that it's kind of like by asking the question, there's a presupposition in the question that it has to be, the answer has to be one of the, or they're the same thing, or there's something, and it's going like, well, what if it's none of that? You know what I mean? What if it's
okay.
So it's the player does not resist, and the thing is, Gil loosens his hold more calmly. So loosen your hold on this around that question, because it's not, you're kind of trying to make the answer something that it isn't by asking that question. That would be the
I understand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? Good. I have to sit with that.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Okay.
Next one, then, Metatron. So how true or not is the Book of Enoch?
Right. Well, do you want to bibliomancy that one then? So.
Yeah, I can be. I have this NASB Bible here. Let's go. Oh, there's all sorts of things jumping out at me here. Jesus. Babylon's idols are and the true God. What? Bel has bowed down. Nebo stoops over. Their images are consigned to the beasts and the cattle. Things that you carry are burdensome, a load for the weary beast. They stooped over. They have bowed down together. They do not rescue the burden, but have themselves gone into captivity. Do you want me to read it again?
Yeah, so this is the Book of Enoch true? Yeah?
Yeah, how true or not is it?
Yeah.
Bel, so the chapter is this from the book of Isaiah, 46. Bel, and it's titled Babylon's Idols and the True God. So how true? Okay.
Okay, so I mean the true. Well, if the word true is in it, so is this true or not? And yet the thing starts with true. So that's interesting.
Yeah, but there's also idols as well. Like you could be idolizing.
True. Well, here you go. Well, if you use something that's a true idol, then that would say that it's true in the sense of mythology, that it teaches you something, but it's not strictly historically true. Right. So there's a
book right there. Then,
so there's a truth in it.
Wow.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be. It didn't actually. Doesn't have to have happened, and you know. So true idol. That's okay. I think so.
Oh, you're a crafty one, Metatron. Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I think we might need more than one card for this one.
Okay.
This is the big one. What's the purpose of life, Mr. Metatron? Yeah.
What's the purpose of life?
Fortune.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So it's not necessarily, it's not gratitude in the same way that it was last time. It's the so it's a sense like happiness or something. It's kind of to be light and to do something like to kind of an expansive kind of light or something, and like a serenity, a bliss, a God, divinity, be an emanation of that. That's it. To be, because it's kind of this kind of feeling of emanating light and love and good fortune and kindness and kindness. Yeah, to be kind. So it's that kind of. We know this, I know, but I mean, that seems to be what he's saying. That's what it is
kind of cool to get it off an authority of an angel, though.
Yeah, and it's kind of so that like you're in the darkness. It's not the darkness. It's not saying that this is bad. It's the darkness, but you're the lamp. Okay, let's use that. You're the light in that. And that's the point of it. That's fun. I like that.
Love, shine a light. Corner of the world, let your love light. I remember that. That was like the English Eurovision song from a long, long time ago. I don't know why I still remember that song. Bizarre.
And why? Right now. Yeah, you may do a binding on that song, dude. That seems random. I'm not joking. You should. If I had to sit with Den Jericho for a week to try and work out what it was, you're sitting with that one.
Oh, I was fucking riding the horse there and a hymn came in my head and I went, oh, know. Right. I don't know what. This is up to you now. What you want to pick here, Tommy? So I've never told anyone about this vision I had.
Okay.
It was quite close. I'm not going to give you the full story, but it was quite close to after I had my big Sophia Shakira, whatever her name, Shakira, vision, the big one, and after that I had another thing, and one of my questions, not one of my questions, something I was told was that when we come here, we are incarnated here because we're something from above, but the thing that's above us has a kind of riddle to solve or a question, and then they incarnate as humans, as us, to get to the bottom of that or to figure it out, you know. Now, obviously, another question that leads on after that is then, okay, how come we forget? You know?
Why?
Yeah, do we get hit on a hammer as we're coming out of the womb or what? But anyway, the question then is, and I don't know. Yeah, it's up to you then. What you want to do?
Well, we'll do the bibliomancy around it, and kind of frame it as what's your response to that, I suppose, rather than because if you go, what is it true or not? Yeah.
Let me read it then. So I had a vision Metatron, where I was told we are angels who incarnate here to solve questions. So what can you say about that?
Okay. Okay, both your majesties, might by the sovereign power you have of us, put your dread pleasures more into command than to entreaty. What does entreaty mean? E-N-T-R-E-A-T-Y. Entreat, like?
Entreat, I-N-T-R-E-A-T?
E-N-T-R-E-A, yeah.
To ask somebody earnestly or anxiously to do something. Yeah, I entreat you to do. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, as you were saying, you've been entreated to do something by coming down here, right? To solve something.
Well, no, it's not just me. No, this is everyone.
Oh no, yeah, no, that's what you roll you.
Okay.
Might by the sovereign power you have of us. Okay. So you have power, your might, by the sovereign power given to you by us. So the thing above has given the power. This is you're entreated to do this. Put your dread pleasures more into command, to work out why you have these impulses, pleasures, needs, wants. What is it you're trying to fulfill? By your majesty. So, or both your majesty.
Fuck.
So that's what it is.
That's too spooky, man.
So
that's too spooky.
Yeah. So the sovereign power that has been given to you by above, you're entreated to put your dread pleasures more into command, to get control of them.
Fuck.
That's brilliant. Nice one.
That's amazing. Yeah. Metatron's the man, man.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
That's like, I mean, they're proper ad stuff. There's no getting around that. Like, yeah.
I've only two more.
Yeah.
And this is something that I picked up from that Hildegard of Bingham. In her visions, she spoke about the choirs of angels, and but I've always had a little bit of trouble with that, because does that mean that the angels just hang out up there singing the whole time? Because like that, and the lady explained it as, oh, maybe I should wait till after we get the answer. Actually,
yeah.
Right, yeah. Let's do cards then, I think.
Okay. So what's the actual question? So, what are the angels doing?
Okay, when we read about the choirs of angels, we think about angels singing. You know, surely that cannot be. So how should we understand it?
Okay. Protest. Right.
Protester.
Well, no. Speaking your truth, saying the thing that is needed to be said. So it's like, it's calling this truth into being by. So the singing is like a vibration that's calling the truth into being. So it's not singing around, not singing wolf tone songs. It's like that's how creation is happening, by the vibration or the singing or the angels speaking their truth. That's
so this is like this belief that when by angel. Yeah, what is the? Let me word it properly. There's a belief that creation comes from the words of angels or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
That before.
Yeah. That would make sense then. Yeah. That's so the truth. I mean, like in protesters screaming in it. But it's not really. It's not a negative thing. It's that calling forth, saying the thing that has to be said. Mm-hmm. So that thing, the word or the vibration or the mantra or whatever is the thing is creating. It's a creative force that's creating things.
Okay, so the choirs of angels are a creative force rather than
just entertainment or whatever that you would think.
Interesting, yeah, because the lady in the book said that for us in the modern age, kind of to think about choirs of angels, the more think of it like well-oiled machines that are working really well. And she said that in the old days they used to call them choirs because the choir was, they would see choirs a lot, these monastic types, and the job of a choir is for everyone to work well together and harmonize and work. Sorry, to be individuals, but as a unit as well.
As one voice, group voice is one voice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Interesting. Right, so we can go with one more then, and that'll finish us. A personal one then, Metatron. Can you tell us what's in store for Tommy and Spud for 2012? What the fuck is that? 2022.
Yes, I can tell you what happened in 2012. Okay, so what's in store
2022
for us? We'll do some bibliomancy. Unless you want to do the bibliomancy, do you? Or that's...
okay, I can do one. Yeah, from the Bible. Jesus, this could be.
What was you were going to use? You're the one you were going to use at one point was the Waiting for God or something. Was that not Waiting for God?
Yeah, I had that before. No, I have it here. You want me to do it? Actually,
being that it came into my head there, maybe let's go with that.
Okay. My host then. So, what can you tell us, Metatron? What's in store for Tommy and Spud in 2022? I can't read that word. Qua outside. Seriously, it's what it says here.
It's him taking the piss out of us doing the evocation earlier on.
Qua. Outside time, without extension. Who from the heights of divine apathia, divine athambia, divine aphasia, loves us dearly with some exceptions. We're gonna have to look up these words, aren't we?
Yeah, big time, yeah. I'll read it again.
So it's Valdemir. Valdemir is speaking. It says qua. Outside time, without extension. Who from the heights of divine apathia, divine athambia, divine aphasia, loves us dearly with some exceptions. I mean, there's at least four words there. I don't know.
Is outside time? Is it outside as in one word or as in two words? Outside of time or outside?
No, outside time.
Right. With no extensions. No extension to the lockdown? You allowed to go to forests? Plenty of outside time? No extensions?
Apathia, I don't know what that means. A freedom from passion or feeling.
Okay.
Stoicism. Okay. Stoic. Let me write that down there. Are you writing it down here? You'll remember this, will you? A freedom from passion or feeling. So stoic.
I'll write it down. Hold on. I'll open up my word.
All right.
Freedom from passions. From passions or what?
Freedom. Oh Jesus, where am I going now? A freedom from passion or feeling. Stoicism. What was the next one? Apathia, ambia. Oh, great. Apathia means a lack of interest or enthusiasm. Impartiality.
Let's go with that rather than lack of enthusiasm.
Impatient, incapable of being upset and not easily excited. So this is kind of stoic as well.
Yeah.
And then the other one. Aphasia. Aphasia is a condition that robs you of the ability to communicate. So, right, but these are all to do with divine stuff. So there's this so it's divine stoicism, divine. The next one was divine impartiality, and the last one was divine.
Lack of communication.
Lack of communication.
Yeah, that sounds dangerously like crossing an abyss type situation, doesn't it? The last one.
Loves us dearly with some exceptions. So all of these three things love us dearly without exception. So it's still a part of the divine that we have to experience, or we have in us, I would say. That makes sense?
Okay, so
Let me try it again. Qua, 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 qua. Outside time.
how are we spelling qua, qua,
extension.
qua, by the way?
Q-U-R, 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 Q-U-R.
Okay.
I presume it's just a noise he's making. Qua, 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 qua.
I know, but it could mean something for us. As in, yada, yada, yada. Or, or something. No, just...
Qua, 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 qua. Outside time without extension. Who from the heights of divine, Patia divine, Athambia divine, Aphasia loves us dearly with some exceptions.
Okay, qua means the capacity of, or the character of. It's a preposition. So the capacity of freedom from passions or feelings, impartiality, and some form of an ability to communicate, or divine, or still part of a divine thing, or is seen as a love from the divine or something.
This means we're going to have a shit year, man.
No, no, but it could be pointing at looking for, where you look for divinity in the good stuff, to look for stuff in...
Yeah, it's also in the... Okay.
In the absence of it. In the absence of it. Yeah. But also, like, freedom from passions or feelings, nice. If, that would chill you out a bit. Lack of enthusiasm, or not so upset or excited.
Yeah, don't get so excited,
that's meditative, but the lack of the inability to communicate. Is there anything more with that one? I don't like that.
I don't like that one either, yeah.
Or is it a feeling that there's something that you're not going to be able to communicate? That it's just, or it's just you're not going to be able to...
Oh, here's another one.
Maybe we've just shut up a bit.
To comprehend. The inability to comprehend so much, or formulate language. So it might be to do with something that you just can't find the words for it.
Or to be okay with not understanding something and to see the divinity still in stuff that you can't see. Okay. So basically, we'll be able to see God everywhere. Or even in everything. Even in the places where we don't currently think he is.
Yeah. Even in a tin of beans.
Even when he's not talking to you, even when you're not enthused, and even when you're not feeling the passion, God is still there.
Right.
That's what we discover.
That was a tough one. He made us work for that, didn't he?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we're missing something on that. I think that there'll be a bit more needed to... Will you keep a note of that, or maybe send me a text to that?
On a postcard. Yeah. We'll do one more then. I know that was supposed to be the last one, but we'll just do a card, and if there's anything you would like to tell us, Metatron, that'll be it.
Okay. The Saint. So intercession, or getting the person who can actually do something rather than you trying to be the jack of all trades, get the expert. But it seems that's not the expert thing. It's... I know exactly what it is. He says you can call me when you want. It's there's a... that there's a... It's open. That thing's open. The channel's open. Whatever. If you need any sort of intercession or that... It's not kind of... My brain won't get to the word. It's not quite help. It's not quite... It's... connection or something that it's fine to talk again.
Right, well, he likes us then. That's cool, huh? The head honcho.
Yeah. Right.
Right, we'll finish then with this. It says it's called the final release of this. So with these names, terrible and mighty. Oh, first of all, thanks, Metatron.
Thank you, Metatron. That was really cool. That was very cool. Very cool.
Very, very cool. Thank you. So with these names, terrible and mighty, we darken the sun and obscure the moon, and turn the sea and break the rocks and extinguish the light. Conjure you spirits and evil beings, and Siddim and Satanim, let ye depart and disappear from Tommy and Spud. Thanks a lot. That sounds pretty dark.
Well, it's not saying all you profane things
Yeah,
away.
everything. All right. Well, thanks, Metatron. Bye. Yeah, clap, 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 clap.
Nice one.
That was fun, wasn't it?
That was cool. Yeah. That was some good. We got some good answers the last time. That seemed pretty on point. That one, the dread pleasure ones. That was like, I mean, couldn't actually get a. If he just came in and said the actual answer.
Yeah, there was almost a shiver down my spine when you were when you got to the conclusion there. It was like, oh.
Excuse me.
The Book of Enoch one was good as well.
Yeah, I think we'll have to look into that last one. So if you can get me the paragraph or text or type it out for me so I can have a look at it. I think the reason why it's hard to distinguish or work it out is because I'm immediately on the defensive with it, because I don't want what it seemed to say, and I don't want, so I probably have to sit with it and allow excuse me, whatever I'm afraid it's saying to appear, and then it mightn't be that, but that's blocking. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get you totally. Yeah.
So
Because your first instinct is like, then
don't like this.
Read between. Yeah. But like with Aeon's thing, or Jung's Aeon thing, is like, well, often the first thing that you think of is actually the total opposite of what you're looking for.
Yeah.
It's staring you right in the face, but because you're blinded to that way of thinking,
exactly.
just immediately think it's that, but it's the total opposite. Smart fella, Carl Jung.
Yeah, he knew a couple of things.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Not as smart as Metatron, though, obviously.
Obviously not. No. Yeah.
Right then, Tommy, happy Christmas, man.
Happy Christmas. Yeah, I'm sure
Have
I'll
a good
talk
one.
to you before then, but I'll probably not talk to you
But I
on.
wanted to publicly say it, you know.
We'll probably not speak on Zoom or anything before then. So face to face, as it were.
Face to face, as it were. Yeah. Happy Christmas to one and all.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas, everyone.
Great time, and we'll see you. Well, will we do something before New Year? We'll see how it goes. I'm sure we will.
Yeah, of course we will. I'm going to have to get away from my crazy parents.
Yeah. Just see you all next week then. Bye.
Bye.